down the hall, we sort of jump back to the beginning of the morning. Again, it's the day off today. It's very cloudy outside. It's illuminated thanks to the sun, but it's not cloudy, foggy. So we go into another room. It's Tavar's room. I didn't ask if your doors changed. I didn't think they'd probably changed just overnight, unless there was some type of epiphany. But so Tavar, what are you doing in the morning?
This morning I am practicing my lute. I haven't played lute in a while, so I wanted
Okay,
to...
so let's perform it. Let's see how good it is on the lute today.
A 25.
Oh, we're really good on the lute today. Really digging up those performances. Are you playing loud, softly?
I'd say I'm softly playing in the morning. I don't want to wake everybody
going
up.
through, but if anyone could hear, they probably would be pretty impressed with it. While it's not like super spectacular that you're ready for a concert, it's pleasant. It's a pleasant morning. It's a pleasant. It is definitely a pleasant sound. What type of mood are you trying to convey?
I'm in a good mood today.
So a little lively and okay.
Just ready for the day off.
So a little hopeful. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. So how long do you want to play for, since you're just sort of practicing? And
I would play maybe 30 minutes or so, not too long.
Okay. So occasionally while you're playing, you hear people stirring around outside. Let's go through. You may have thought you've heard someone stop at the door just to listen and sort of, sounds of fits, and sometimes just checking, seeing what they hear, but no one disturbs your door or anything like that, so no one knocks. So you're done playing. So anything on your mind?
I think I want to clear my head from the last few busy days. I think I'm going to walk around the school and familiarize myself with the halls.
Like I said, it's a foggy day, but people go out into the courtyard, the front courtyard, often near the observatory. But there's a big grass parade ground and things like that, just to get out of the, it's still walled school. So it's like, do you want to go out there or do you want to stay in the building?
I think I'm going to go outside and walk the grounds.
All right, so walk the ground. Again, it's quite large. You think of it as a couple football fields in the front. There's an observatory on one side, and there's a really large grass field on the other before the big gate, the big wall and gate, stuff like that. So when you come out the door, again, the door sort of scans you and it opens up on its own. To your left, you see the observatory sitting there. The great lens of the observatory sort of glistens through the fog. Even though it's foggy, you can still see this building there with a few trees up behind it on the one side. To the right, there are no trees. It's just open grass. Now, there's a little fountain sort of think of it as like a cross of trails that take you every direction to the front door, or the front gate and the front door, and to the observatory and out to the grassland. So to the right, you can see off in the distance, like something flickering through the fog. That's the castle. The Hufshan Castle. It's where the royalty lives. To that direction, down below that, is the downtown area, so to speak, of many of the great houses, including your own. Is that direction too? So a little off, because there are some old mansions in this section, and then there's like a marketplace, and then a lot of the government people and higher ups sort of encircle the castle that sits upon a higher area. So But you see that. But again, there's a shining beacon that's at the top tower that you can sort of see that sort of pierces through the fog.
I think I'm gonna walk down towards the forest and the observatory. I haven't been that way before.
All right, so you're going to head just toward the observatory. So, okay. So as you come up again, it's a pretty large building. Like I said, it's a roundish building, and there's a great spyglass that's pointed up towards the heavens, the top of the bubble. Just off of your memory, it's usually in different places every day, sort of scanning or whatever. When you've looked out at night, though, you've noticed it's always pointed to the same spot at night. At least from your eye, like from your because you're not like really into astrology or anything like that, so it's pointing like the same direction. So, but again, and then up behind the observatory, there are some trees that sort of line behind it. So there are a few students here and there, out in front. No one really, you see some 3 through 7 pins. No one that you've had class with, out in front of the observatory. Do you want to go to the little grove section of the woods between the observatory and the walls?
Yeah, I'm going to go towards the grove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, you circle around, and there's a few people inside of the wooded area, like the woods. It's not dense. There's not a lot of underbrush, but there's some nice little trees and stuff like that. Some of these definitely look like they've close to 200 years old or so. Some of them are big and they've been well tended to. The roots look strong and the trees look, quite big for what they've been able to do. But there are some students sort of scattered around through there. Do you want to maybe perception to see if you can see actually how many people are through here?
5. It's foggy.
It's foggy, so you just see a couple people. So you just want to walk through the woods?
I'm just gonna walk. Yeah.
Okay. So you just walk through these little woods. It's not large, maybe an acre or 2.
Okay.
But still, it's like there's trees. There's plenty of rooms to go through. There's natural paths, but the fog just sort of hushes through, and the green leaves of the trees are above you as you through. This fog almost like if you really moved your hand fast, you could probably almost see it sort of open. But you can still see 20, 30 feet in front of you easy, and you can see the bottom of the canopy of the trees. This going through. As you walk through the woods, you hear a shout. It's like, be careful, there, High Elf. I know that you're not used to green things, much less living things that can drop things on your head, like acorns or pine cones. So do you want to see where it's coming from?
Yeah, I'm going to look around and figure out where this voice is coming from.
Alright, so we already did the perception sort of through there. So you didn't roll very good on the perception, so we're going to continue on that.
You ain't gonna look at that right now.
Alright, so so you can't really tell. So perception failed you. So you can try to investigate to see where it might come from.
5.
Oh, that's bad too. She said, but it's a female voice, and it goes, I can tell that you are not well versed in the woods, much less, being able to track and hunt. I say that the hardest meal that you ever had to catch is one that you were dropping to keep from hitting on the floor. So up above you comes an arrow striking down in front of you, and it's flaming. So it sort of illuminates it a little bit more. But you saw it come down, so you know where it came from. So you can look up. And sitting up in a tree with their legs sort of dangling, swaying, is an elf that you saw in class. It's a female elf. It is the wood elf that has been so kind to talk about other elves. So she says, "What brings you to the woods?"
Well, I haven't been down here before. I'm just trying to find my way around this place.
She goes, "From what I understand, I don't know if you have been anywhere so green."
Well, it's not that I dislike it. Actually, I really like the greenery here.
So, I see that you have green on your clothing. Was this just a fashion choice, or does it actually have any type of meaning?
Well, I don't know if you'd say there's meaning to it, but I mean, I like the color green.
She sort of gracefully comes out of the woods and drops down beside of you. She says, "Everything has meaning, even when you don't think it has meaning. It has meaning to someone. From the shoes that you decide to wear for the day, to the cloak that you put on your head, did it not have meaning that why you picked it? Say, oh, I just like how it looked. Is that not meaning? Or it was my father's cloak. Did that not have meaning? Or these are just comfortable on my feet. Did that not have meaning?" But from what I understand, high elves don't do anything for meaning. They do things for others. So I guess that is some type of meaning.
Well, I'd say some of the clothes I have on have meaning. I mean, this cloak was my father's.
She said it's very clean. So it does not look like it's been used for much other than just walking around.
Well, maybe I just take care of my things, unlike you.
So things are meant to be used. So what is the point of having and creating, some poor animal and some poor beast gave up their lives for you to wear that, just to take care of and not really use? You're not going to give the animals or plants purpose, at least. Just say it looks pretty.
Well, you could say it both ways. You almost gave up your life the other day for a mechanical horse.
So is that what you saw? So, and here I thought that you might be smarter than others. But I should have known better to believe that some of my distant brethren would not see more than what their eyes told them. See, after all, I stayed and watched your all's fight.
Well, I suppose you showed us that cannon on its back.
Yeah. But while you're looking at the cannon, you didn't look at the whole picture. In a forest, you can't just look at one tree. You can't just look at one blade of grass. So you must know everything that moves around, from the snake under the rock to the falcon waiting to drop down on you on your head. So things aren't always so simple as a leaf is a leaf. The question is, why does the leaf fall? What made the leaf fall? The wind? An animal? It died? All these questions matter. But you are young. Probably missing your mother's bosom. And I'm a little older than you, so I understand. It wasn't long ago and I was around your age. Some 50 years ago.
So how old are you then?
I am here celebrating my 100th year.
Well, I'm about halfway there.
Not a big deal. So, but it's a fine thing that you were here on your, it's like, before you're 50. I'm sure your parents must be so proud that you are expanding your great book knowledge here.
Oh, I'm sure they would be, but I don't know where they are anymore.
Well, if you knew how to track anything, that would have been helpful. It's a shame your parents failed you in that.
Well, I don't suppose they had much time to teach me.
So us wood elves start, as soon as we can walk, we learn to know what's walking with us and what's walking and what's coming to get us. When you're surrounded by wolves and bear and owlbear and all sorts of other creatures away from these great stone walls and protection, this false protection. But I guarantee, and she's looking at your hands, so it's like the hardest thing that you ever had to climb up was probably your bed. Or maybe the cupboard where there's some sweets and treats that you needed to get to that your parents or your attendants couldn't give you.
Well, I'm sure I could climb a tree if I needed to.
Oh. So you feel it's that easy. Show me, Master Elf, how easy it is to climb this tree. So you can do an acrobatics.
To do acrobatics, okay.
Yeah, you can do an acrobatics.
No performance.
Nope, it's not a performance on this one.
5.
You don't get very far. So you get like maybe 5-10 feet off the ground and you're sort of having trouble getting your...
Like I'm pole dancing on the tree.
Yeah, you're like, where do I go next? And she whips and she comes and you're trying to climb up, so she fires an arrow maybe 5 feet from you, and she comes and jumps on the side of the tree and with one step jumps up to her arrow and then keeps going and flies up and in where she was originally sitting. And she's like, I gave you a handle. It's like, come on. So I have nothing better to do than watch a fool climb a tree. So see if you can come up here. There's another branch up here if you don't care to fall and break your neck. So do you continue trying to climb the tree?
Try to climb up there. I'll try to prove myself.
Okay. Acrobatics again. She gave you
that 20.
Oh, well, the arrow helped. So you use the arrow and you're able to climb up. So you sort of grab the branch. Getting up there isn't too difficult. What's your strength? Just your regular strength.
I think 0 plus 0.
Is it 10? So you got average strength. This is 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah. So you, like I said, you make your way up. So it's not that difficult. So you both are sitting up in this tree. You're about 18, 19 feet up in the air. So from here, she's just here watching, and you can. It's funny, like you're above, like the fog is pretty low, and right here at this point, the fog is thinner, but you can sort of see the heads and a few people walking through. A few people are using magic to light the way. Some are having little candle holders, and some are summoning flames. Some have torches, and it's sort of going through. And so, from this vantage point, you can see a lot of people moving around, just like ghosts in the wind, just sort of flowing through. So she's just sort of sitting there looking at this, and she does have that mace that she had that transformed into like a spear and like a ball and chain. So, but she's just watching, like a very expressionless look, just very neutral, just watching everybody. You can tell she's tracking how many creatures are there.
So have you learned to use that mace yet?
When she looks at it, she says, "It's not the weapon or the item I thought that I'd gotten. Supposedly, Master Ree feels that this suits me because I am a mixture of things, and that I need to learn from this weapon. You know, be able to stick when I need to, be able to hold on tight, and be able to be flexible, like the ball and the chain. But so she sits there with her, you know, she's got her bow and she just sort of has an arrow. And she's like, why would I need such a boorish thing? It's like when in our wood, we learn to hunt together, and if we want to take down something, we have like boas and other things. That would have been much better than this little monstrosity. But he feels that this is what I will need. So she continues to look out, but she's got the little mace there in front, sort of looking at it. I think it's not very big. It's like small. It's enough for her hand, and there's the ball right here, and you can see the small spike. Looks almost like a microphone, like with a bigger head.
So tell me, how much forest has my family actually taken from you?
What's it matter?
Well,
so
I don't agree with it.
Is one tree not enough? So what if it was this tree? We're sitting here and one day, next thing you know, the tree is felled and cut and chewed up and examined for magical properties, made to make weapons like this. You know, but that tree was a home. That tree could provide warmth for families, or shelter for families, for a long, long time.
Well, I wouldn't say I agree with what they're doing, and I honestly had no clue until you had said something about it.
Let me just say it's not one tree. It's like we have worked hard to plant more trees that were taken. It'll take a long time to regrow what we lost, but we will endure. Sometimes I look and see this and remind me of home and this little grove here, and I think that these city dwellers might know a little bit, but then I found out that the only reason why this is here is a little halfling that seems to think that they're connected to nature somehow. That's very foul-tempered and always looking to the stars.
Well, what if there was a way I was able to help or stop this?
She's curious. She does not tell you to discontinue, so she just sort of looks at you.
Well, I'm almost able to take over their estate, and I would like to end something like this if it involves suffering for others.
You're a businessman, are you? So, business elf. So, of the highest. I didn't realize that. Are you top in the economics class?
Well, I mean, I know a few things. I wouldn't say I'm business savvy.
Well, I would agree that you know a few things. So what do you know? Do you know what I need?
I wouldn't say I know everything.
I wouldn't say that either. That was too easy. So what do you know that you could help me today there, High Elf? You know someday that there will not be a wood because everyone will come need it.
I haven't thought about it that much.
You wouldn't when you have what you need brought to you every day.
Well, it's not like I asked to be in this situation, but I mean, I can't complain.
You can't, but I certainly can. So what do you want of me? You say that you can help, but no one helps for free. It's like we are known as great barterers. So if you supposedly helped me, what would be in it for you?
Well, there is one thing I suppose you might be able to help with.
She reaches for her dagger.
Oh.
What one thing?
May I roll persuasion?
Persuasion for what?
11.
What one thing are you about to tell her?
Well, I could help if you would help me look for my parents.
Your parents.
Yeah, I suppose they were patrons to this school and they just somewhat gone missing somehow. And I'd say it's a hard thing to do by myself.
So what would you like me to do? How would you like me to help?
Well, there's a lot of questions I've been trying to ask people about them, and no one seems to give me a straight answer.
Well, you're so trusting. No one likes when someone acts like they don't know what they're asking or what they're talking about. But what people do like is believing that there's a purpose in why they ask. So what is your purpose of wanting to find out what happened to your parents? It's not like this happened yesterday.
Well, this is the first time I've been able to do anything about it.
Okay. So you want me to try to find out about your parents?
Well, you seem like you've been around this school long enough.
So you want me to find out here at this school, or you want me to find out about your parents back home?
Well, if you have any information of them back home, I don't know what kind of people they actually were.
And what do I get for this?
Well, once I run the estate, we'll stop the cutting down of all the trees and try to help replant them.
And how long until you become, the head bush trimmer?
Well, I'd say once I'm finished with this school, I'll be able to go back and take the head of the estate.
Oh, so you don't intend to be a hero and leave and save the world, save the bubble?
Well, I wouldn't want to leave, but if it means finding my parents, I'm not sure.
So if I help you, you promise to help me.
Well, we both have an issue.
And if the cutting intensifies, will you do anything to help?
Well, yes, I suppose I
Because
would be able to.
you can't, if there's no trees left or there's nothing left to protect, then it doesn't help my deal now, does it?
No, if there's no trees left, it wouldn't help whatsoever.
So you wish to swear on it?
I can swear on this.
She sits there and thinks. She says, "Let me think on this. Because if we're going to do it, we need to do it correctly. So let's meet on the morrow, and I'll see if we can make something more official. And maybe I can bring something to the table to let you know that I can be of help, and that you'll definitely bring, and maybe you can find something that you can bring to the table to let me know that this is worth it to me."
And before you go, I never got your name.
I didn't give it, and she whips her thing out, and like the ball and chain out, and she starts swinging through the woods. And she's just sort of like the woods. It sort of swallows her. The fog does, as she goes through, because she's not using any light or anything like that.
I'm gonna climb down this tree.
Acrobatics, please, to get out of the tree. If it's bad, you know you're hitting the ground. I got my fall damage dice.
18.
All right, you make your way down.
Unfortunately.
You make your way down, but the arrow's still in the tree. Do you take the arrow or just leave it in the tree?
I'll take the arrow out and take it with me.
Take it through.
Yeah.
It has fine feathers. You notice that the arrowhead is stone. It's not metal. So definitely not mass produced. Anyway.
I'm gonna put it in my quilt with my other ones for now.
Okay. Where do you want to head next?
I'm gonna head back to the estate.
Your estate?
My estate.
Okay.
I have some questions.
Have some questions. All right.